everybody, and welcome back to Chat and Chill News. I know it's been a couple of days since the last news story, but make sure you go check out the channel, dropping loads and loads of other content daily, so don't you worry about that. News has kind of been boring for me to want to jump on, if I'm honest with you, but today we're going to get into some dope news. A lot to talk about, a lot to get through, so let's get started, my friends. Stay up. Anyway, let's start with Fortnite fans. Now, not only did Fortnite come out with a story to state that it's now going to join the iOS app. Maybe they might go to Android, but for now it's going to come to iOS. So you'll be able to play Fortnite on your hands. Chee! Now, not only did that go down, Drake and Travis Scott jumped on Twitch with a Twitch star called Ninja, and they also banged out Fortnite. This is a great move, not only for Fortnite, the brand, for the game itself. The game itself is getting crazy advertisements, basically for free, from other Twitch star users on a very crazy scale. Now, videos on Fortnite are very clever, you know, with the comedic thing, you can dance, and, you know, the kind of cartoon full effect to it, and it's kind of like a game that's very random. You're not always guaranteed a win at Fortnite as well. It's kind of based on a bit of luck at times. And, you know, having Drake, having Travis Scott on it, literally the world was at a standstill. Twitter was going crazy. Everybody was tweeting Fortnite. And, yeah, great. Let me show you a little video clip for that right now.
I haven't been on Twitter in like
forever. Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, come here. Here's a full shield. And a bush if you're into that.
Oh, yeah, my thing.
All right, let's go. Escort the VIP.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fortnite, Drake. Do you guys play Fortnite? Comment down in the section below if you play Fortnite. And if you're on Epic Game, holla at your boy. I played the game. I took a W, but the first W the other day. So that's a little bit gas right now. So follow me on Epic Games. Yeah, Zimmy, FirahsTV. Yeah, let's get it on. Anyways, let's get to the next story. Today is BBC School Reports Day. This is where a lot of kids from 11 to 18 years old come together and report news that they care about, news that they feel worthy to report, news that they're actually passionate about. It's a great way to kind of get these young kids to kind of, you know, research on what's really going on in this world, whether that's politics, whether that's sports, whether that's showbiz, and, you know, hear their passion and hear them talking about news. It's a great thing to do in today's society. And if you didn't know, it's another way for other companies like BBC to try and snatch up young up-and-coming journalists from a very young age. I mean, it does go up to 18 years old. You can hear the vocabulary and how people speak, and, you know, you have to have a very good speech. And yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great BBC is doing this. I think it's good also for the kids to, you know, if they do tend to go out of their reach a bit and look into more politics and more serious news, and I think that's also a great look for BBC in itself. If you want to get involved, use the hashtag BBC School Report, and you can go check out loads of other people putting in some of their news stories out there, so it's pretty dope. But let's get into another story, and this is to do with parents across England and Wales have been fined about £24 million, so altogether, not one parent, for failing to send their children to school during the past 3 years. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically parents are now sending their kids on holiday. Now, when I went to school, that was very normal. You're sending your kids out on holiday always. I remember my kids would always go on holiday during school period rather than half term. I mean, during the school period, it's a lot cheaper than going on holiday in a half term. That's just facts, just the way it is. Now, parents have actually came out and said they actually budget for fines when planning to go on holiday during a school period, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. And I'm guessing that it must match up to a much cheaper move, because if you're actually budgeting for the fine too, it must actually end up a lot cheaper doing it that way than it still would be to, you know, go on holiday during a half term. Now, an interesting fact that I found out from this was some councils are issuing fines and rates are very, very, very high, a lot higher than the average of fines for, taking your kids outside of school, taking kids during school period. Uh, Not really surprised by that at all. People want to capitalize on what they think parents shouldn't do, and if parents are still willing to do it and can afford to do it, the council are going to try and get a little paycheck out of that. I mean, the government is making 24 million from parents doing that. Then I'm guessing they're not going to stop it anyways. 24 million pounds of fines is a lot of money. I mean, if you can afford it and you're a parent, do your thing, man. Salute. You get a cheaper holiday, you pay a little fine, do your thing. Do I agree with the fine? Not necessarily, but is it understandable? Hell yeah, you're taking your kids outside of school hours, you're stopping their learning for 2 to 3, whatever weeks you're going away for. Therefore, they're coming back with less information on what they need to have. So yeah, man, pay that fine, take them on holiday, do your thing. It's up to you, you get me? You don't care? Anyways, so another serious story. Now, this serious story is very, very serious. Now, in 2016, a baseball player in the name of Darnie Vasquez allegedly beat up his girlfriend, but the case was dismissed by prosecutors after he paid a fine and took classes. So he took classes to control his anger, etc., etc. Now, a very, very, very serious video came out publicly of him beating up his girlfriend at the time. So roll it. I don't know. I don't know what to say to you, to be honest with you. The prosecutors let him go with just a fine and some lessons, but then you see that video. Jail or nah? Because in my opinion, I don't know how much of the video I've showed you at this point, because I'm contemplating whether to show the whole video or if I'm going to put a link in the description for the full clip. So for now, I'm going to say link in the description for the full clip. Let's say I haven't showed you everything. The guy really hit her pretty hard, man, and it was about 4 or 5, 6, maybe 7 times, man, in that one clip. And I was in a space of a minute, man. The way he acts after we try to put her glasses back, I don't know. It kind of hurts me to see that in a weird way. I don't know how to react to it. But he definitely deserves jail. I'm sorry, bro. I'll give him life for that. You just don't hit a woman like that, bro. Especially your wifey. Like, that's his girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's who he goes out with calling his woman, and he's just clapping her. That's like beating up your mum. I don't know, man. Anyways, out of that story, let's go into another story, and it's to do with a couple called Aniya Day and her boyfriend, Deonte Lewis. Now, a father named Aniya Day-Garrett was trying so hard to get custody for his child, claiming that the pair, including the mother and her boyfriend, were being abusive to his 4-year-old child. Now, what's happened now? The police found out that they had murdered the child. So, i.e., Aniya Day and Deonte Lewis had murdered the 4-year-old child that Aniya Day-Garrett was trying to get custody of. Now, what's happened is that trying to find a page where I wrote it, god damn it. Child Service investigated 3 times that failed to find any sufficient evidence to remove toddler from her. Now, I hate these sort of stories where you call Child Services, you're telling them this is a situation, and they're not looking into it that much. They looked into it 3 goddamn times and found nothing. 3. Like, come on, bro. You might need to all be sacked, bro. Like, how are you flopping it like that 3 times, and then you found that the child is bloody dead as well? Anyways, here's another video of that. Roll it.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Kill my daughter!
So you can see the father is distraught, he's upset, he's sad. Again, like the other story, I'm not sure how much I put in the video. I don't know, man. I hate watching things like that. And like it's always a story about child services failing to investigate, failing to find out, failing this, failing that, no evidence, yada 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 yada. You man are pure bullshitters. You're dead. You're trash. You're whack. Yeah. Anyways, man, that's the end of the news, man. Like, I'm just annoyed now.